Welcome back to Memory Lane. My name is Craig Crash Collins, joined as always by Ben Bousman. We are on episode 4 of Memory Lane? Episode 5. Sorry, episode 5 of Memory Lane.
1, 3, 5.
Yeah. Get out all the digits to count this one. We're on episode 5 of Memory Lane, where we go back, we look at some old games that correlate with days on the calendar here. Now, this comes out when it normally would have been around the time for the college football season to start. Obviously, COVID. So some teams are playing later on in September. Some teams are waiting until the spring, that being the Big Ten and the Pac-12. So that's a little interesting. We're going to watch the 2018 season opening game between Notre Dame and Michigan. This is the first time they had played since 2014. Obviously, they had a little bit of a hiatus from that rivalry, so this is them getting back in it. We're going to start things off in the first quarter, and Ben, this was two teams that had, obviously number 12 versus 14, so this is two teams going into the season with pretty big title aspirations.
Yeah, and actually the last time they had played in 2014 you said?
Yeah, 14.
14, Notre Dame snapped Michigan's streak of 364 games without a shutout.
Wow.
So, you think about that, and then I think they won like 30-something to nothing, and that pretty much was the end of the end of the Brady Hoke reign there at Michigan.
Yeah, and that was the last game, and then, of course, you have Michigan wasn't happy about Notre Dame doing the whole ending of the rivalry. Of course, that was correlating, too, with Notre Dame being in the ACC, which means they might actually play this year because their affiliation with the ACC. So we're going to go ahead and hop right into it then.
Third Notre Dame quarterback over 500 yards rushing and 1,000 yards passing in the same season.
What number is Rudy?
Yeah, which one is he?
Yeah.
What I like about this one starting off is the fact that Mike Tirico is the one broadcasting it, because Mike Tirico is really good.
He's always thrown a nice deep ball, though. He spins the ball well. He's got a strong arm. He can make all the throws. Consistency.
Jafar Armstrong will start at running back. He's never carried in college football. This is his first action. Notre Dame loads up with a couple of tight ends here to start. Armstrong will run inside. Welcome to the Michigan defense. Khalik Hudson, number 7, who's one of their big ticket items.
And Michigan had a pretty good defense. They had a lot of players go on to the NFL from this defense.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the... Dang, I'll know when I see them.
Yeah.
Obviously that shows you how big of an impact they've made once they play on Sundays, but... Oh, nice. Wait, I thought I caught that one. Claypool, I think, went in this year's draft, I think, from Notre Dame. But this is kind of an interesting stretch for Notre Dame. You talk about the rest of college football kind of going to more passing the spread. Notre Dame, had been known the last few years, at least, for their running.
Right.
Having, especially this year with Wimbush.
These Michigan corners, we'll introduce you to them as we go forward.
We're already 3rd and 10.
Or they had that stretch where they would use 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
They'd sort of switch back and forth.
True.
Michigan runs 4, 3-runner there. Claypool's got it. First down Irish to the
wow,
40.
what a play.
15 for Chase Claypool, the 6'4" junior from British Columbia, Canada.
I think that's probably what's so... you talk about Brady Hoke and talk about the defense this year for Michigan. That's probably what frustrates Michigan fans probably the most, is the fact that they went from being so kind of mediocre with Brady Hoke to being a good team. They just can't seem to get over that hump.
Right.
Wow, what a catch.
Boykin was pushing with Lavert Hill. Let's see which way it will go. If it stands, it's a catch of 28. ACC officials working this game.
Yeah, Claypool got drafted by the Steelers. So, there you go.
Who was a previous tight end? That's what I'm trying to...
Their previous tight end, Tyler Eifert?
Yeah, okay. That's the name that was popping up.
Oh, I was like, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Geez, Ben, what year is it for you?
Push off after being held, but great concentration on the ball. He's a big boy. Go up high and get balls. Shorter defensive backs.
From the 31, Wimbush up top again, looking deep, looking end zone. Boykin, with miscommunication with Boykin.
It's right in between them.
Chase Claypool.
Why can't I think of the Michigan? It's going to bug me until I see their name finally go up. Because he's for the...
Komet.
Komet.
Dang it.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew Eifert wasn't the right answer. I was like, no, but there's a guy that played two ways for Michigan, and he was like technically a cornerback. Nice.
Across the 30 to the 26 with a flag coming down.
It's not Robinson, is it?
No, you're thinking of Denard Robinson.
I can't think of any.
Went two ways. Charles Woodson.
Yeah. Deion Sanders? What?
Yeah.
We would not be surprised to see as we go through. Book was the hero, rallying the Irish in the Citrus Bowl win over LSU, and he's holding that left eye.
Oh.
Ooh. An inadvertent hand to the face mask, and it must have poked him in the eye, got him in the face. But probably only, well, hopefully it's just a short stint that he's on the side. But a lot of confidence in Ian Book when he steps on the field.
The junior from California, who's a better passer than Wimbush, hops in the red zone at the 13. And he gives to Armstrong.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Nice.
Armstrong for the first time.
Just like that, quick scoring drive.
Alex Bars at left guard makes the key block. There's a great read by Ian Book to give the ball. Watch Bars at left guard. Pushes his man to the outside, north-south crease. He's in the end zone all the way. Makes one cut just for fun. He could have gone straight ahead if he wanted to. Great job by the left side of the offensive line, which is entirely new for this year on the left.
Pretty impressive. Justin Yoon, fabulous kicker for Notre Dame, the senior, able to add the extra point. A lot of new players going up against an elite defense with a lot of their key players returning. And in a minute, 25 seconds.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. I want John Harbaugh. I mean, I want to see him do well because I feel like he got the shaft with the 49ers, so I want to see him do well, but they just can't seem to get it together.
I mean, you got just in the last couple years and with this game, and you get a lot of coaches recently that have either tried the NFL for a little bit and went back to college, or that every year their names on the list of potential coaches for, because you had Kelly, you know, Harbaugh. Did Hope get, did he go to another college, or was he on like a defense?
He was a defensive coordinator for a while somewhere. He went to Oregon, I know, for a little bit.
Scheduling's a little tougher now than it used to be, but they got it on for this year and next year on an October day or night in Ann Arbor.
Of course, Brady Hoke goes down as one of the better coaches for Ball State in history. Maybe greatest of all time. He is responsible for the only undefeated season the team's had.
The Nick Davis era.
Yeah.
Thomas is back deep to receive for the Wolverines. Jonathan Doris.
Which funny you mentioned Ball State, because the following game Notre Dame plays them at their home.
Yeah, and Ball State almost pulls off the upset.
Out to the 35-yard line. They were counting on Dorr all year to be a good kickoff man. Didn't do it there. Here we go. So here comes Shea Patterson. This young man grew up in Toledo, Ohio, as a youngster before moving down south to Louisiana. When he was in Toledo, early on, 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade, parents had season tickets to Michigan football games, went with his dad, dreamed one day of being the Wolverine quarterback. He played 2 years at Ole Miss, eligible to transfer without sitting out a year. And now here he is living the dream. Wolverine quarterback. Drive starts the 35. Patterson gives Karan Higdon, nearly 1,000-yard rusher last year. Gain 7. Tavon Coney on the tackle.
What was Michigan's record?
Mystery. How different will it look because of
this season?
It's already different.
The past season.
Play on the first
that's what I'd be.
Play from scrimmage from shotgun.
They're 8-5. They lost to. They lost to Michigan State. I think that was the famous punt, where they were getting ready to punt at the end of the game. I think that was that game. They lost 42-13 to Penn State. So yikes. They lost 24-10 to Wisconsin, and then lost to Ohio State. Then lost to South Carolina in the Outback Bowl. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely Michigan, and I'd probably put Michigan State up there, and Ohio State are probably the three biggest rivalries for Notre Dame.
Yeah.
The rover for the Irish, so Michigan gets a first down on its opening drive.
But we are seeing full-time shotgun, which is what Shea Patterson is used to from his Ole Miss days. 20-something%.
Come on, show me the roster.
This year it looks like they're going
for Michigan
high percent.
Yeah, around a quarter of the Michigan snaps on first and second down last year was out of the shotgun. Patterson operated exclusively out of the shotgun for the Rebels. From the 49, Patterson picks it up, throws it to Nico Collins. Hearing a lot about this young receiver for the Wolverines. Takes it into Irish territory to the 42.
Who was their wide receivers?
If you follow Michigan
for Michigan?
You know
no, that's fine.
In preseason, he was going to be
Jabril Peppers. That's what I was thinking of. But he wasn't. He wasn't. He was gone by 2016 or 17. So I thought he might be in this game because time's just one big blur.
Why does that sound?
Higdon to the left.
Who's the other Peppers defensive guy?
Julius Peppers?
Yeah.
Julian Love came flying
you said Jabril. I'm like, wait a minute.
That doesn't sound right. But yeah, but Julius Peppers played for North Carolina, yeah, and then for the Carolina Panthers.
When he gets in, he's a little more of a slasher and catching the ball out of the backfield.
Their wide receivers were Michael Barrett, Ethan Dillon, Kyle Grady, Tyler Gross, Jake Martin, Jacob West, Brandon White, Jack Young. And they had Grant Perry, Ronnie Bell, Donovan Peoples-Jones. I think Peoples-Jones was one of the ones that made more of an impact.
Right. Coaches said he does there and forces the Wolverines to punt.
That's Tillery right there, but also Dalen Hayes, number 9, slides underneath the block of the left tackle Runyon and makes the tackle, or in the backfield to disrupt it, and then Tillery comes up with the tackle.
Will Hart is punting. Brad Robbins was the punter who replaced Hart in Game 4 last year, but it is Hart who will start punting for the Wolverines. Chris Fink back for the Irish, lets it go. Hart hits it very well.
Wow, what a punt.
Anytime you can get within the 5 yards there.
Michigan special teams.
Yeah.
Irish on the board first. Just underway on this.
Yeah, and of course college has that weird rule where if they they can be in the end zone as long as the ball's not in the end zone.
Second drive for the Irish. From the 4, Wimbush is back in. After the poke to the eye, he'll gain just over a yard. That Michigan defense stout inside to slow him down.
And we may see a little bit more of that tonight than usual with Wimbush carrying the football on design quarterback runs. It allows you to block everyone up front and get a hat on a hat and allow him to use his legs, which gets him
college football and NFL could maybe get some of their rules to be a little more, some of them is like the one you mentioned.
Yeah.
Like, why can't they both be one way or the other?
Yeah.
Allowed 121 yards.
Ohio State won 77-31 over Oregon State.
One of the top 20 run defenses because of that guy in part, Rashawn Gary.
Gary right here. Watch him work laterally, fighting off the block, using his hands, and then runs to the spot. Great first step at the line of scrimmage. Powerful, accelerates. He can be inside or outside. Could be a pass rusher.
You're not going to block him with a tight end.
No.
Alizé Mack was there. Ain't going to work. 3rd and 9. Wimbush going up top, and it is
ooh. Dude, yeah, that was
helmet.
Yeah, that was I probably what the call's going to be is targeting.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was.
Metellus was the one who came over, and the concern for Mack with the kind of hit he took with the forearm, it appeared, to the helmet.
Defense number 14.
Yeah, that's rough.
Penalty is 15 yards. The play is under review.
So the targeting, we have Terry McCauley is with us on our Sunday night NFL telecast as well. 17-year referee in the NFL, joining us on our Notre Dame games as well. Terry, what are we looking for here as they look at this?
Our shoulder, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, So he does do that little duck,
right.
but I don't know if that's enough to be to uphold it.
Defensive receiver, which he clearly is, looks like a shoulder right to the head. This is going to stand, and that player.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Josh Metellus, the starting safety, 12 starts at the safety position.
Yeah, I mean,
And those of you getting refamiliar.
I mean, it's tough because you're trying to go against head to head, but it was shoulder to head. But he makes no effort to make a normal tackle. He's just going in to try to put up on the hard hit. So it's a little bit down the middle, but more more damning for the defender than it is the wide receiver there.
Of Notre Dame football this year, not just his NFL years, including being the referee in 3 Super Bowls, but the coordinator for officials in the Big East and the American Conference.
Am I the only one that looks at their helmets and thinks Rams?
A little bit. Yeah. I mean, I can see where you're going with it. I like it because it's so unique. You don't see another team do it. You see other teams do the, no logo, all just one color, the numbers on the side, or obviously they'll have a logo, but that's the first. It's almost kind of cool but retro at the same time.
Like old school Rams.
Yeah.
That's a secondary that returned in.
I'm glad that the LA Rams have kind of gone more towards that cobalt blue and yellow instead of the I like the navy blue and gold.
Yeah.
But I do like the light blue and yellow.
In this case, and you have to see forcible contact to the head, neck, and area. There we go.
They overturned it, I guess. Oh, confirmed. Okay. I'm trying to go off the crowd reaction. They sounded like they were pissed, so I was like, oh, must have got overturned.
I mean, like you said, it didn't look like he made an effort to slow down.
Because, I mean, some of those calls are a little what do you want him to do? Dude, the one that I get probably the most annoyed about, most frustrated with, is the ones where, it was a defenseless receiver when the receiver has the ball. I'm like, of course he's... Yeah. Right, yeah, of course, he's not defenseless, he's the one with the ball.
Held onto the ball, so Notre Dame picks up at the 46. Armstrong is hit hard after the gain of 2 by Devin Bush.
See, this was Jafar Armstrong's
the first of many times we'll call 10 tonight.
First game. I want to see what he ends up doing this year.
In coverage, he may be spying Wimbush throughout the night in running situations. He is an active linebacker.
Devin Bush, that's one of them. I couldn't think.
There you go.
6.5 gone by in what has been an action-packed opening quarter. Michigan scoring, or Notre Dame, I should say, scoring on its opening drive just a minute. And 25 in, a Jafar Armstrong touchdown run. Near midfield, Wimbush throws. It's caught by Armstrong, but you see Bush again. What makes him so good, that speed.
Armstrong, did he get hurt?
Well, I was going to say Tony Jones is who I thought was a running back.
Well, Tony Jones only had 392 yards. The guy that broke out was Dexter Williams. He had 995 yards and 13 touchdowns. Did Jafar Armstrong get hurt that year, I wonder?
So the returning corners are there in Hill and Long, but Metellus, that starter being out, absolutely impact this defense.
Jam into some Imagine Dragons.
Lightning and the thunder. Oh, wow.
Uh-oh. He's on his... Oh, man.
Can't stop a running quarterback. First down, Notre Dame.
Looked like 15 was going to get close to him.
Yeah.
Great pressure coming up on the outside on the edge to force Wimbush to step up. He has man coverage downfield, but he'll step up under it. Now in man coverage, everyone's back is turned. He's got an area to take off and run. He'll make plays. If he can get out of the pocket and get loose, people are going to have their backs turned, and he has opportunities for big plays with his legs.
Irish have picked up all 3 first down opportunities, and from the 43, Wimbush.
Oh, man.
Chris Fink down there.
Wow, did he catch it? Nice. That was a good catch.
Incredible grab.
What a catch.
He lost him. He took it away from the defensive back.
90. They went 96 yards in 7 plays in 3 minutes. That's insane. I mean, obviously all of it, most of it on that one, but
safety Brad Hawkins is
still
safety. In
pretty awesome.
To make the play.
Yeah, Wimbush likes to throw it up there sometimes.
And Fink goes up and gets it. Wimbush had made up his mind.
That's a great catch.
This post route, no matter what,
in double coverage.
Fink goes up over Hawkins, pulls it away, hangs on middle receiver. There he is. Little stick move, beats his man, but the safety's in good position. Hawkins can make the play. Fink takes it away.
Hume on for the extra point. And Notre Dame.
And just like that, they're at 14-0. We're actually going to skip ahead a little bit.
Defense. Chris Fink used to be a walk. Brandon Wimbush has been on the mark.
It goes like around.
Bush starts in the shotgun, hops under center.
Throwback.
Oh, is this literally? I was like, I know it's around this mark. Oh my gosh, I literally might have. Okay, I was like, I literally might have timed that perfectly.
On the edge.
But yeah, now obviously Michigan up, or Notre Dame up 14-3.
Had a bunch of eligible receivers over there to the right.
Man went in motion, another man shifted. 5-yard penalty.
This guy, they didn't know what the heck they were doing.
It's just so weird how they went from Hope to Kelly, like sort of defensive mind.
You mean wait?
Someone may not have been set when the motion
Kelly
started.
is at Notre Dame. You mean Harbaugh?
Oh, there you
Huh?
go.
From Hope, you mean Hope to Harbaugh?
It,
What?
I think it was
Oh,
Mack,
son of a
actually,
gun.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, wait.
that was shifting his feet around while the
Yeah,
motion was
I saw
coming.
Kelly in his lime green shirt there for a second, and I was like, no, yeah, Harbaugh.
Yeah, no, like night and day as far as how good Michigan was. Like he did did to Michigan what he did to Stanford and San Francisco.
Right.
Bush finds a space to run and takes off, and they chase him, but he's out of bounds at the 30-yard
Yeah.
line. Doug,
Who's on
we talked
first?
about how
Yeah.
good the Michigan defense is, but there's only so much you can do with a running quarterback. Sometimes he uses your speed against you.
He just this Eichenberg is here at left tackle, and he's got a big pass rusher on the outside, pushes him past the pocket, almost gets beat. But Wimbush's awareness in the pocket today has been excellent in stepping up.
2nd and 4, sidearm fling to Fink, and a touchdown earlier. He's got a first down here.
He had to do that and get around that.
Hudson
Yeah.
at the 20-yard line as the Irish keep moving the chains inside of 7 minutes.
And Eichenberg out there at left tackle is filling big shoes at McGlinchey. Nelson is gone at left guard.
Oh yeah,
So
this
that
is the
left
year
side
after
is
they
under a lot
had
of pressure.
Mike
This is
McGlinchey and Quentin Nelson.
his-
This would have been
going up
Q's
against
rookie year
Barry
for the
Winovich.
Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so far, his first start from
Was he
the
Pro
20.
Bowl his
Wimbush
rookie year?
reverses
I think so.
field, chased by Gary. Now Wolverines wait for it. On the sideline. They say the hit comes in
Good no call. I like that as a no call. I mean, I need to see another angle to make sure it wasn't like But a lot of times, that's the thing too. A lot of times you get tangled up, and here we go. A lot of times you get tangled up inbounds, and then you can't.
Right.
Yeah, okay. So yeah,
He started it way inbounds.
Yeah.
He was on the way, but
Because that's what I think is like you can get a lot of cheapy calls that way by he's going out of bounds.
But your body
But you're
carries you out of
right.
bounds.
Yeah.
And your
You can't just stop on a dime back. Ooh, sorry, out of bounds.
So now it's 2nd and 7. Good block in the backfield, but not much going to happen for Avery Davis as Woods makes his 2nd consecutive play on the run.
really nice job of reacting up by Woods from the secondary. He was deep on that play and came up and made contact just beyond the line of scrimmage. So he saw it quickly, deciphered it, and closed.
We have a Michigan injury here. I believe it's David Long, the corner, who's on a knee outside the numbers inside the 10-yard line.
Brandon Watson would be backing him up, a fifth-year senior. And, with the type of defense they like, block every defender. And
That was
run
4th
power
inches, so
football.
they didn't get whatever they were trying to get on third down.
Football. So they'll use him in power situations. They'll use him just scrambling and moving or on the edge.
Irish should run it 18 times. He's run it 9. It is 4th and only a couple of inches. They just have to get
Only a
to the
couple.
10-yard line. 4 tight ends in the game. Wimbush keeps. He gets a push from Brock Wright legally from behind in the stadium where the
My favorite's when everybody assumes they're going to do like a quarterback sneak or run up middle, and then they do a pass or something like that.
Right.
Notre Dame's Michigan impression with extra tight ends and the quarterback under center. You got a tight end at fullback, 3 tight ends, and they get 4 tight ends total.
Now the Irish bring receivers out. Miles Boykin, Chase Claypool. Those are the tall receivers. They go to the top of the screen, and a couple of tight ends come out to the left side. So all 6'4" or 6'5" of the 4 receiving options for Wimbush. Who's going to get hit and go down. Chase Winovich off the edge, had 8 sacks last year. Starts his tally for his senior season with that one.
Devin Bush coming from the opposite side. Winovich puts Hainsey in his lap, but as well, Bush, number 10 here, just comes through, pushes right through Tony Jones to the quarterback. Pressure on both sides. Brandon Woodbush was trying to stand solid and deliver the ball in man-to-man coverage. Meeting at the quarterback.
We'll split that sack. It is now 2nd and goal. Back at the 18, Wimbush, they're going to throw it back. It's caught by Jafar Armstrong. The man missed, and another, and he's out inside the 10-yard line to set up a more manageable 3rd and goal. Tyree Cannell, the safety, to stop for the Wolverines.
Now, Eichenberg did a really nice job on that, just getting a piece of his man to allow him outside.
But they're letting Michigan's speed be used against them. See, they come after Wimbush. Go back behind where all that speed came from.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
So far by Chip Long, the second-year offensive coordinator.
That is the second throwback style screen they've done so far.
3rd and goal for the Irish. Wimbush.
Oh, man.
Oh, nice. Almost.
I thought he was going to swat that arm.
Yeah.
And we get a late flag down back by where the pass rush happened. Let's see what this key call is.
Oh, my goodness.
Roughing the passer.
Oh, is that 15? 15 back at
Right, yeah.
This is to the goal. First down.
Big mistake for the 5th-year senior.
Winovich did a good job of pushing up the field, but came back under 1, 2. Terry, what do you think?
Okay. Okay, so he leads with the helmet into the
Yeah,
back, and it's a little bit late. This is a pretty good call by the referee.
Yeah, it's late enough where that's a
Shouldn't
good
have lowered
call.
his helmet and hit him in the back.
That kind of adds to it. If it was a gray area, it takes a little bit of the gray away, in your opinion?
Absolutely.
And Winovich off the field.
He has to hit him within the first step. It's close there, but when he lowers the head, that's a foul.
Wimbush
Yeah, like if he eased back a little bit, you know.
He's in, and he hands left side, and it is Armstrong to the pylon, and in for the touchdown. So a big mistake by the Wolverines, 5th-year senior.
And just like that, the doors are blown off, and Notre Dame's got a huge lead. 15-play drive, too. Wow.
You got your tight ends on the outside cutting down, but 71, Alex Bars gets the pull, gets enough of his man to allow the corner to be had.
I'm just trying to think why I remember Jones more than I do Armstrong.
Armstrong had a hand up there, and
because we haven't seen Jones yet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm wondering if, like,
Notre Dame's very lucky that was not called.
like maybe something happened with Jafar, then Jones took over, then something happened with Jones. So I know Notre Dame's had a lot of injury issues as well with their running backs.
Right.
Well, hey, that ad is a good place to pause it, and that's where it was, 21-3, and Notre Dame ends up winning 24-17. So Michigan has a little bit of a comeback, but Notre Dame goes on to win, and we started the season 1-0, and then this was, of course, the season. If you're looking for a tie-in with this year, this is the season where they go all the way to the college football playoff first round and get beat by Clemson, who they're going to be playing this year in the ACC. So if you're looking for a tie-in there, that's one.
Hopefully playing.
Yeah, no kidding. And then Michigan this season, this is their only loss until Ohio State at the end of the year, and then they lose to Florida in the Peach Bowl pretty badly. So unfortunately, Michigan will now have to wait till the spring to try to get back on the field themselves. We'll see what happens with Notre Dame. Actually, you never know. When this comes out, maybe something will have happened. But that will be all for this week's edition of Memory Lane. If you do like it, make sure you leave it a like, subscribe if you are new. Thank you guys for all your support, and we'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.
Go Notre Dame!